Hi again, everybody.
Hello.
Mocha and I are going to bring the coaching for Monday.
Stop the payload.
Mocha, feel free to ask questions.
Thank you.
And it was really cool to see you guys back on Brawl. And so I like this push here. So we devote resources, we go forward, we make the 1-inch punch, and we pull back and we take our cover. So we won the fight. And Chris was saved.
I have a quick question.
What's up?
To use that portal, should have everyone have used the portal, or is that an opportunity to create an off angle even in Brawl?
I would like to see it as an off angle. So we can still leave the tanks on this main front. And then anyone with ranged or anyone with flanking can use that off angle. So Empathy could use it, the telly, and then even Maddie could use it. And so just pour it up, get your shots in, and then heal as you need. Maddie, the shoot heal combo is super useful here too. So I don't necessarily say you should take the portal, but it's always a nice flank move. But it does interrupt your shoot heal to be at that angle right now. But yeah, anyone who's able to flank, especially Reaper, that is a beautiful portal, even to escape. Or even to initiate a push. That's a beautiful portal. So the tanks can push the front line, draw the attention, and the rest of the team can kill squishies. And then y'all can push in and regroup once you get advantage. Good question. And so again, you guys are grouped up. You do that push with Ryan. And then we fall back a little bit and we get split. And we got this maybe a little bit of miscommunication. Just keep in mind with Brawl, you're moving as a unit. You're moving as a pain train. And so I like this cover here. You guys get stunned, but it gets out healed.
And question for the split.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them are responding to the echo flank. Should they just try to outrun her? Is that what you're saying?
Right. So Echo spent time and cooldowns to come out this way. And then we were already delayed. So if we were pushing with Ryan, we'd be in cover. So Echo would be up here. And then we could play to that as we need to, but we'd have a really strong united push to go as far as we wanted, or even to retreat here, or do whatever we want. But the point is that when that push happens, it's 6 strong, and we can chase him as deep as we want and escape wherever we want.
So as long as the pain train keeps moving, they should be safe from flanks.
Right.
But if they get stalled up in any way, then they have to deal with it.
Right. And the splits can be really dangerous. So right there, it wasn't dangerous, but that doesn't mean it won't be in the future. You may not always have those sim turrets. Reaper might be outranged. You know, it might be an assassination move where she gets all the stickies on Maddie and then starts the beam right away and does the combo. And then Maddie just insta-dies without a lamp. And so as opponents get harder, these things become more critical. And so this was good. You guys traded ults here. We still have a really good initiation. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then you're holding your corner. Doing great. And so keep in mind, one thing that I could say here is as opportunities arise, right now, so look at the comp. We have a momentum brawler with Symmetra. So she's going to be building momentum in order to get the train started. And then we have a flanker DPS who can like 2-shot squishies and really just cause chaos all the time. And also extremely powerful on flanks. And so we can use both of these to our comp's advantage. Not only that, but we have speed for when the play does happen. And so the strategy here can just be simply you charge your momentum with a barrier, shooting easy targets like barriers and tanks. And then once you gain that advantage, the flank fires off, the speed turns on, we push in, and it doesn't have to be boosted speed, it could be regular speed. The flank hits as we push, And where are they going to go? They're going to run in a straight line backwards. And what does that mean for your shots, especially for your flanker? He's two-tapping everybody. What does that mean for you guys? They're not going to outpace you because they don't have a Lucio. And not only that, but you have a full, fresh barrier ready to rock because you weren't burning it out here. And so we have all of these advantages that we can gain with this comp. We just got to make plays around them. We got to utilize them in that way. Really good catch on the overextended McCree. We burned an initiation beat, which is awesome. Highest win percentage is on initiation beats for beat. Followed by a deep, whatever it's called, after the net. No, the Reaper. Reaper ult. Awesome. After the Diva went down. So the Diva can't catch it. So this is wonderful, wonderful. Then we burn another ult. So keep in mind with those ults, just plan them out, shout them out, and only use what you need.
Sounds like that was a really good push, though.
It was. Really good decisive push, stuck together. And then we're kind of spreading out again. Just keep in mind, if you guys play back and you're not with your Rhine, you're breaking line of sights. So this is what you can see back here, which granted, it's a little bit shoot, heal. This is what Dell can see. No enemies. Clapton, no enemies. Reaper, no enemies. Well, I'm sorry, you can see enemies, but it's going to be low return. It's going to be low damage. And so, granted, Rex is already initiated. And so we have Trash, high charge, ready to go in. Reaper's close range. Reaper can go into... don't forget about the flank stuff. This was a good coverage of the high ground. I just noticed that kill. Well played, Maddie. And so... here too, everyone who's on the ground here can really just push into this with Reinhardt. And if you take damage, the shield's ready. And they can't stay there because the hammer's swinging and cleaving. That cleaving is the big reason for the hammer. Because it hits everybody in range. And so we can see we let them get away, but it was our advantage. It was our play. We use some ults to win the fight. And we're creating a stagger. And Rex, just be careful about the eagerness to fight versus the barrier. Playing that defensive play. Because I guarantee you had full barrier on that one.
Looks like some more good pushes that we were just a little bit of mistiming doing it together.
Right, and the mistiming is mostly due to being spread out, being backline, and perhaps even looking out after our own safety versus playing playing off of Reinhardt. You can live all match. So here we are again. I'm sorry, you can live all match in the backline, but what are you giving up to do that? If someone makes a play and you're not in position, that means you can't participate until later. And so it turns into I hope my team wins the game, rather than I'm going to play with my team to win the game. And so Reinhardt gets back. We're in a great 6v6. This is the momentum that we're wanting to build. They also don't have any frontline tanks, so we could literally just push in and kill some squishies with speed. We want to build momentum with Delenda. We want to get our flank in with Chris, and we want to stick together as a pain train. So pain train can, needs that advantage. You get a little bit of advantage, and you can start pushing. I would say since they don't have a barrier tank, we're good. And so y'all can push. But we don't push, we kind of wiggle around. We get caught up in the air and we're struggling, we're having duels in the back, duels in the front. We're still kind of split. And so the split is having consequences. And so we lose our high ground, Maddie. We're over here, we have, I believe we have level 1 charge. We haven't initiated a flank yet. We lose our Reinhardt because he gets overwhelmed too. And then trash boat pushed. So trash is deep. We're just all over the board. And it's going to have consequences. The brawl has been broken. And they're cleaning us up with some ults. And that's going to be the result. If you guys break the brawl, you will be singled out and killed. And we're a point blank kind of comp. We're not bunker. We're not poking. We're not taking our time. Remember that graph that I showed everybody? It's you have the strongest strength at the beginning of a fight. Get that advantage, build the beam, start the flank, go. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Rinse and repeat over and over and over. Sure, there are weaknesses. Clear your high ground. If you're fighting another brawl, break the barrier. Split the team if you have a Mei. If they have a Mei, bait the wall. Do what you need to do to stick together. And we can see this. We've started our push, and again, this. Let's just break it down. This is what Reinhardt sees. Ready to swing. This is what Reaper sees. Running away. This is what Dell sees. Out of range, out of range, out of range. We have an echo. And y'all can see what's going on here. This is a push, and we still have a hero, or we still have someone who can't do anything. We have a hero who's burnt cooldowns and running away. And we're starting the fight. And so, it's essentially a 1v1 on the roof. It's a, 5v1 in the backline there. And we have Clapton and Chris, so that's what a 2v1 or 2v2 maybe, with the D.Va looking at you guys. And then we got Trash and Maddie still back here. So we burn a couple ults, burn 3 ults, and we save it.
Wow. That was scrappy.
3 ultimates. Granted, 42 seconds. Those ults would be really handy to have in this next fight. And so, let's see what happens. So we can see the split already.
30 seconds remaining.
We can see, oh, we already got a death. So be careful. There is no cover out here. There's no natural cover. We only have a barrier. And this is one of the things, Rex, I think that's on your goal sheets. We got 16 under barrier. That's twice this match. So be very, very careful about that next round. Next game. And so you can see that even though you guys are tanks, against a 6-stack, you die immediately. There's nothing you can do. As soon as you lose your armor, as soon as you lose your abilities, you are just like any other squishy. You are just like these guys back here. Except you can't heal yourself. You can't do anything. You've burned your abilities. It's time to run. You've lost your armor. It's time to run. And you had the setup. You guys were ready. You just needed to use it. And then Maddie's guarding the cart. Little risky. I don't know if they could have pushed the cart the whole way. It looks like we're missing empathy as well. So really be conscientious. If you're not there to help, call your team back. If you're pushing, make sure your team's there. It's a double. It's both sides of the play are making a call. So good job running away. They're chasing.
10 seconds.
They use an ult to force a stagger loop. So now we're staggered again. We go in. Every time someone dies, we're restarting that stagger counter. And so we're staggered again. If they pushed hard right now, they would continue this infinite loop of stagger. You can see we're playing into it. But we back up, they don't push. That's not us doing that. That's their mistake. So we capitalized on their passivity. Rather than making some kind of play or adjustment to not get staggered some more.
It really seems like we had some really good pushes in the beginning. I wonder if it's because it forced us to at the choke to stay grouped up and then go in together. And then with the moving cart and everything, it was harder to really have that arranged for us by the map.
I think you're right. That's a really good call. And this is such a meta. This is such a common spot. People just kind of naturally hang out here, or if they're bunker, they hang out up here. So I think you're right. It probably was the map design that really helped coordinate us and keep us together. You can see that's what's happening here too. We've started a play. It's 1v5. Trash is coming. We got 3, 4 in the back, and we've already gone in. And so we're burning barrier. We're burning health. We lose somebody. And then we get this defensive posturing where it's like, oh no, we weren't ready. Don't worry, just play defensive and we'll win. We can see that's a lie. It's really hard to stop a pain train once it gets going. But if the pain train's at a standstill, just encircle it and shoot it. It takes a long time for a pain train to get going, and it's really hard to stop it once it's going. And so, take your time, get together, make a play. That's the big takeaway here. And especially without barrier tanks, you guys can just about do whatever you want as a Brawl. You just gotta stick together. Granted, they have a Winston now. So, we do our wombo combo again, we do some double ults, and it looks like we might recover. Actually, never mind. We're just getting picked apart.
It was close.
Yeah.
It was close. Ah!
That's unfortunate. So check this out. We're going in. We got beat. It's just Ryan and Lucio and Chris, and we're coming in one at a time. We started this 5v5, but it's not actually 5v5. We have Anna supporting these guys, and so they're already 5. I'm going to count this as 5. And then we're coming in a little bit at a time, granted, to stop the cart. But look at this range that we're fighting at, and look at the support that we're committing to this. So it's effective. It's effective right now, and we're holding. And because they're fighting, and the flank comes in. So you guys utilize the flank. The flank is not back here with Reinhardt. And look how effective that is with Reinhardt in range using that hammer.
60 seconds.
That's why corners are so important. That's why cover is so important, and we can see the effects of that right here. We're kind of out in the open versus back here, or even like playing against them like this, or anything like that for high ground.
And so what really helped there was Ryan going in, being able to swing coordinated with the flank.
Yeah, and the Lucio, the extreme Lucio support. That's right. Because they would have died real fast with that beat. 5v2. But they stayed in the hammer. That's the big thing I want to point out. They stayed in the hammer, and we're just getting chunked. Chunk, hit. They didn't have to do that. So yeah, I like how you guys took the high ground here. I like the TP to the high ground too. I like how you're playing aggressive. You're going in. Just remember, and the window too. That's fine. Y'all can stay there. Use the window. And we're committing everything, and we end up pulling it off. So well played. Big takeaways. Stick together. Make plays. Make offensive plays. Even on defense. Something that might look like is, remember you guys won that first fight here? You don't have to fight here every time. You can start out here, and as soon as you see the first person, go out and just 1-inch punch. Right here, 1-inch punch. You guys did it a couple times. You turn the corner, boom, someone's already dead. Same thing can happen over there. Teleport. Just put it right here. It's like, all right, let's fight. Oh, they think we're backing up. Psych. And you can come around. You can do some fancy stuff. You just got to plan for it. You got to make plays. And don't forget your strengths from your deeps, strengths from your heroes. If you play with a flanker, play the flank. You know, be that harass, be that hit and run, be that timing hit. You can coordinate it with Rex just by looking at Rex, or the other way around. Rex, you can coordinate Chris and just say, Chris, flank, I got you. Just say, I'm going to go when I see you. And so Chris goes and starts the flank, and then you initiate, or vice versa. You initiate, and then the flank starts. It doesn't matter. Same thing for Dell. We know we're playing, we have a pace to play. We can't just instantly split the team with May. We can't instantly go in and do a stun with McCree. And so we have a pacing because of Delenda. So now this new pacing is build your left click. And you hear that microwave, you hear that level 3 beam, it's go time. We have advantage now. Granted, we have barrier and you know, some cooldowns and bubbles and all that. Push. You've just won. So glad to see you guys are playing Brawl. Any final comments, Mocha?
No, very excited.
Okay. Y'all have a great week. Have fun at practice tonight and good luck.
Luck.
Bye.